mine. Splat.
A 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game one now, history. Time for game two of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the home team. Checking out Athens. They took care of business in game one, protecting their home court. Tonight, a chance to extend their lead and a
One of the East rolls on. Game two, just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the New York Knicks and Athens. We take a look at Athens. successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
History tells us when you can win the first 2 games of a series, it's not 100% certain, but you give yourself a pretty decisive edge in the series.
Yeah, they'll take control with the win here, no doubt about that. So if you're the road team, it's even more critical to get this first one to survive in the series. Lose 2 in a row, and they'll go home with their backs clearly against the wall.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And New York, looking at who they've got. Calderon is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Porzingis in at the power forward position.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And stolen by Butler.
Excellent anticipation there. He was laying in the cut, we say.
And that one's good, Anthony.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
Now Athens with it. They won in their last outing, Saturday's game.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the three.
And so here is New York. Athens getting their last shot to go. Lopez with the bucket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's the captain. The three-pointer, no good. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Lopez, and he lays it straight in. Lopez has got his second bucket. And here is Athens now. The pass to the professor. It's intercepted. And here's Calderon. Butler puts the move on. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Knicks shooting their first free throws here tonight. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. The captain passes to the professor. And let's quickly look at the best free throw shooting point guards from the regular season. A very steady group at the line. Well, you look at the captain, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Yeah, because of their shooting ability, they get a little more space than the average point guard. Maybe they'll miss a shot from the floor, but if you send them to the line, those points are almost guaranteed.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
That's good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Knicks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And Athens with some changes. Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for the general. Flash comes in for Champ, and the Great subbed in for the Professor. And then for New York, Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. And it's a flawless in for Carmelo Anthony.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
New York trailing. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Off target with his 3.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark. Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Now, here's Calderon. Defense right on him. Shot to stop the run. Shot's good for Seraphin.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And Flash gets it to go.
Wow, Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
The chosen one, he's checked in for the kid. And a switcher also for New York. Amundson's checked in. Now here's Seraphin. Now Calderon. He dishes it to Seraphin. And again, it's the Knicks missing. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
And the shot is good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Drops it in from 11 feet. Seraphin's got his second basket.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Pass to the chosen one. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. From the line. That's short off the rim.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
That is good. The captain's got 5.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Athens.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
We've got the professor. The general is out there with Mr. Perfect. Then there's Champ. Then it's Flash in at the 3. And for New York, Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Calderon. Then it's Anthony. And it's Aflalo in at the 2. And the shot is good. Mr. Perfect's got his first bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And for Athens, we've got Flash, Champ out there with the professor. Then there's the general. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the 5, roaming the paint. From 17 feet out, and he can't bank that one in. Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Offensive rebound, and Anthony gets it to go.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
The kid, he's checked in for Athens. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for New York. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Inside, they swipe it. The drive by Anthony. Pass to Porzingis. Kicks to Lopez. And he gets it to go. Lopez has got the lead up to 3 now for New York.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
From the corner. And Aflalo. Bucket on the assist by Anthony. Now it's a 5-point Knicks lead for Athens. They've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's the kid. Athens with another miss. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Aflalo. That's good. Aflalo's got 6.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Inside, here's Butler. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's the professor, and it's blocked.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
The General cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
Yeah, that's what we call a potent 1-2 punch.
Here's Champ. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And Athens with some changes. The chosen one comes in for the professor. And the captain subbed in for Flash. And then for New York, Kevin Seraphin is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And Thomas subbed in for Carmelo Anthony.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
New York with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Dishes to Seraphin. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And a follow kicks to Williams. Kept alive by New York. That's good. 8 points for Aaron Aflalo.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The Knicks leading by 7. Outside Butler. All sorts of time. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
That's good. And it's 7 points for the captain.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
They get it again. Here's the General. Soft touch off the glass. The General's got 8.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And we're through the first.
Well, Jose,
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Halfway through this round 1 matchup of the NBA playoffs, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Shaq. For the Knicks, they've battled hard, not letting their loss in Game 1 affect their performance tonight. But the second half is going to tell the tale of whether they go into Game 3 desperate for a win or with momentum on their side and a 1-1 series tie. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think? And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup.
It's been a solid outing for Lopez. He has 8 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher as we get into the second half. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Calderon in at the point. And that one's good, Anthony.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Fires for 3. Up again. Throws it down with the quick putback jam.
That is great timing. He is one tough customer on the offensive glass.
You know, Clark, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound's going to go.
They call it a nose for the ball.
And he's got as good a sense of that as anybody in our league.
And the Knicks lead by 5. For Athens, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Down low, deflects the pass. Lopez dishes to Butler. Finish off the break. Butler's got 7.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
A quick shot there, and it's off target. The Knicks leading by 7. Calderon passes to Butler. Lopez outside. Here's Porzingis. The shot misses. So Athens will take it the other way. Here's the kid. He has 5. Here's the captain. Here's the general. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And Athens with some changes. Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for the kid. Flash comes in for Champ. And the great subbed in for the general. It was Amundsen. He's checked in for the Knicks. Well, the small forward position is where you expect to see a lot of the league's top shooters. And during the regular season, these were the best of that bunch. Well, you look at the doctor, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league. And, of course, Flash, doing just as much.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And, Greg, you can't post the kind of percentages they do unless you operate that way. I mean, you can't be undisciplined at the small forward spot if you hope to be an efficient shooter.
And it's good. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Here's the captain. Misses the 3.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Lopez, no luck. Athens trails by 8. It's tipped. Here's the captain. He's guarded by Calderon. That's good. Mr. Perfect's got his 2nd basket of the game. The Knicks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Anthony kicks to Lopez. Back to Anthony. Out to the wing. Calderon has the open look. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for New York. Flalo comes in for Butler. Calderon dishes to Serafin. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Calderon with it. 6 points for him. From the arc. And that one's good. Calderon's got 9 points.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Here's the captain. It's good from long range.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
The Knicks leading by 8. Calderon kicks to Anthony. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Professor, a stupendous finish in traffic. The Professor's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Calderon for 3. The shot is off. Athens has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Flash.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
Now here's Anthony. 2 on the clock. The shot no good. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. Anthony.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Follow the pass to Butler. And a follow wide open. He shoots. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Here's the chosen one. Again, Athens.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Knicks leading by 4. Aflalo dishes to Williams. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
To the middle, here's the general. It's rebounded by New York. They've led by as many as 11 points. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And Aflalo kicks to Williams. The open shot, Butler. It's hauled in by Athens. The General's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's the chosen one. Can't hit. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
That's good. 6 points for Champ.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Here's Aflalo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. During that last break, I heard Athens' coach address his team. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
The chosen one, 11 feet out, and he hits it. The chosen one's got 4 points in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
And Aflalo kicks to Lopez. It falls for his 5th. Field goal tonight, now shooting 5 for 8.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Athens trails by 7. Shoots from the elbow, and he gets it to go. And it's 8 points for the professor.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
The shot's good from Lopez.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
To the paint, here's the kid. It's blocked. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. And Athens with some changes. The Magician, he's checked in for Champ, and the captain subbed in for the chosen one. Then for the Knicks, Anthony comes in for Thomas. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. Here's the professor, and it's blocked. Now here's Calderon. Defense is right there. Offensive rebound. And Butler gets it to go.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Outside Anthony. Lopez inside. Back to Calderon. Butler from outside. Here's Lopez, and he jams it with authority.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And, Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Stolen away. And Athens calls time here. They're losing by 9. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a new group in for the Knicks. It was Amundsen who's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. Thomas checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Vujacic in for Jimmy Butler. Calderon kicks to Williams. To the middle. Here's Thomas. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. And the Knicks lead by 9.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. They're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Knicks. And there's the foul to go on the captain. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Coming onto the floor for your Athens team, Mr. Perfect.
12 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
The chosen one.
And here's Calderon. Back to Thomas. So it's New York picking up the win.
Carmelo, how were you able to take control of this game and pull out the win here tonight?
We willed our way to this win. It wasn't easy. We knew it was going to be a battle. When they came back, made some runs.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
A ton of his points were coming inside tonight. It really speaks to how aggressive he was in this game. If there was a path to the hoop, he was attacking. Love that kind of mindset in a backcourt or a wing player.
And we are still early in the postseason. There's more round one action of the NBA playoffs coming.